How soon will we have affordable electricity in this country?
How soon? We still have affordable electricity.
There's a 30% rise, Mr. President, by the way.
Yeah, because there's a 60% rise in the price of oil. And for the past 17 years, when was the last time we increased NAWEC tariffs? Government is spending colossal amounts of money to subsidize it, to make it available to the people. But the oil prices keep going hiking and hiking. I wish I could give it free of charge. But we are not in that position yet. Do I like increasing tariffs for the people? No. But we have no choice. It's a question of either increasing tariffs or not giving them electricity. This is the dilemma we find ourselves. Oh, the tariff increase, I've been sitting on it for the past 4 years. And now blame me for their near bankruptcy. They say everything is going up except the tariff. It's not going up. I wish we can give electricity free of charge to the Gambian people, but it is practically not possible. So we are doing our best to make sure that, one, NAWEC doesn't die, and the people do not die. You know, the Manicos have a saying that to make sure that the goose doesn't kill the beans, and the beans also do not kill the goose.
Are there alternatives to oil? People are rumoring that if you walk around the graveyard, you'll find parts of a windmill.
Is that why you asked the question, when would... Let me tell you one thing, and this is a fact of life. There will be no time, at no material time would there be electricity that is affordable to all. And I will tell you why. Even if you make it free, some people will not have it. For that's why we will say, okay, buy the bulb. Some people will not be able to afford to buy the bulb. But what is more important is, if we are talking about alternative, clean, renewable energy, you can see signs of it because you have a major pilot project that is coming up. But even with that, the electricity is not going to be free. Why? Because you're going to pay people to take care of the services, to operate the system, and they need to be paid salaries. They have families to feed and themselves to take care of. So, but what we really, my objective is to make sure that we have accessible, affordable, and reliable electricity or energy to every corner of this country. Irrespective of whether you support the government or not, because this is about development. When you are bent on developing a nation, you don't look at negative attributes. You develop the country for the sake of the decent human beings that are there. We have pilot project, one of which will be wind energy, the other one will be solar, and I think another one that would come maybe later is wave energy, using the waves. But that is a more complex type of energy system. But I wish I can give free electricity to every Gambian. But unfortunately, one, we are not producing oil. The oil prices keep on going and going and going. You don't manufacture machines here. So the price of generators also go up. With these wars, they destroy power stations, and then the demand on power plants is so high that if you want a 10 megawatt power plant today, it will take you maybe 18 months to have it. You know, because most of the production lines are overbooked. But I wish I can give free electricity to every Gambian. See, would we get there? That's my wish. But for now, people should know that for 4 years I resisted. a price hike. In fact, I forced NAWEC to reduce the prices. Do you understand? And this also was one reason why a major company that wanted to invest in the electricity subsector pulled out when they came up with some crazy suggestions as to what the tariff should be for them to invest, and I made it very clear. If that is why you want to invest in this country, go to another country. And then we reduced the tariffs so to make it very clear to you that for us, it's the people come first. So whatever service we are doing, if it is hurting people, it's not deliberate, because we are not here to hurt people. But people also have to make an effort. Because even if you reduce it to $5 or $10, $2, there are still people who cannot afford it. Because if you sit around and from morning to midnight, they are all sitting around and blaming people, you don't want to make any effort, you will still not be able to afford certain things. So for us to be able to enjoy the benefits of development in this country, we must make an effort to make ends meet. Let us get out of the banter bus and go to the farms or go to fields, because if foreigners leave today, you and I, okay, you will not have fish. I will have fish because I can always go to my pond in Canela and catch my own fish. But you will not have fish for maybe 4 or 5 months from now. What university degree do you need to be a fisherman? And you earn more money than anybody working in any office. But our natural resources that Allah has given us is benefiting foreigners more than Gambians because of our attitude. So you see, even with regards to, this is July. And very soon, parents will be going around to tailors to sew school uniforms. How many Gambians are going to benefit from that? How many Gambian tailors do we have? If you understand what I mean. So these are the sort of things that discourage me too. Nothing is more painful than go to Tangier and see all these fishermen being foreigners. And you spend 100,000, you do not even have 300 kilos of fish. Do you understand? How do you feel if you go to Tangier or any of the fish landing site, only to negotiate with foreigners the price of fish? We have a problem here. Oh, look at kaba. The cheapest is $5. Now today you cannot have kaba for $5. And this comes from our local forest, but brought by foreigners. Where are the young people of that region? Where are the youth of that region? They are so out there playing football. And people, foreigners, come and harvest our natural resources and sell it to us.
Mr. President, recently you were at the AU summit in Addis Ababa, and boosting intra-African trade was key on the agenda.
Boosting, yeah.
Yes, but still the continent suffers a great deal in terms of one movement of goods and services along our borders. Was this well dilated upon to show the union leaders that these problems still happen? We are still putting barriers between our own countries.
In fact, I think one of the reasons why it was brought as an agenda item was the fact that everybody now realized that there is no way Africa can develop without intra-African trade. And intra-African trade cannot progress as long as we have all these barriers around. So this issue was put on the agenda in order to address those very issues that we are talking about, which is making it impossible for even two neighboring countries to trade amongst themselves. You know, because I've always been making it very clear to my colleagues that African group always ask the WTO to intervene